What's up, Streamland? It is I, Frank Grouch, and welcoming you to the Colored Television podcast. To my left, I have my illustrious host, Reji, Pretty Rad Reg.
Hello. All right, we are here because we love TV. We don't dislike it. We straight nerd out about it.
A
Um,
lot.
and we're here to talk about black television specifically. We feel like it's just been underrepresented, and we're about to shine a light on some of those gems.
A big light. A black light, if you will. So okay, let's be serious for just a little bit. I'm gonna let you know now, we're not going to talk a lot about the Jeffersons, Good Times, Sanford and
Yeah,
Son.
you know about those.
We
but
know about them.
We might talk about that Good Times reboot though. But that's later.
Later. I'm still not, my spirit won't let me sit through a podcast episode of that, so I'm not gonna talk about it.
Okay.
Not today. Soon, but not
A
today.
very special episode.
Maybe it have to be. Why should they not have done that? But anyway, it's just, we're gonna go over shows that you might not know about. So, like, for example, not a lot of people know that the Jeffersons had a spinoff called Checking In with Florence when she was a hotel maid. It only lasted 4 episodes because the hotel burned down. But it is what it is. Like, we're gonna go into
money.
yeah, like we're gonna go into all the sitcoms you may have missed growing up. Some of the stuff you might have seen and forgot about. Like Up All Night with what was it, Patti LaBelle? I think we'll get to that too. But it's just shows, man. We've all watched TV. You remember when you was growing up and you would watch BET at late night and they'd have that video collection and it would just be like a bunch of songs that you're like, I remember that song. It was all old hits.
Nostalgia.
We're doing that, but like for TV. So please come with us. Tune in. Stay tuned. We are filming this in front of a live studio audience. They're here. They're quiet. We don't have them with the applause mics yet, but we're getting those. We're working on it. So I do want to shout out Excellent Studios, Excellence Productions.
Excellence!
Yeah.
Be excellent at excellence.
That's right. Get your production done at Excellence. So yeah, that's it, man. That's us. Welcome to Color Television.
Why did I do gun hands? Leave that in, but just I don't know why I did that. I'm sorry.
Why did you do gun hands?
I don't know. What is that? Who am I? I'm not. You know what? I tried it on for size. Didn't like it.
You didn't like it? Just leave it at home next time. Then it's fine. It's okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So
like I said, this is our initial foray into the realm of the historical black television shows. We're starting with sitcoms. I know because of who we are, we're going to branch off into other stuff. Like, it's going to happen.
Because we got, probably not formally diagnosed, but we probably got ADHD.
Mine is diagnosed when I was in elementary school, yeah. So I'm legitimately I have ADD, so it's fine. I'm cool. But like
I suspect it for myself, but
it's not a big deal. You know what I mean? You might
it's okay.
Yeah, it's
it
fine.
Works for me.
As long as you can manage it, it's cool. No big deal. But like during the research, we'll find little tidbits. And, once I see a tidbit, I'm going to go digging a little deeper, down another rabbit hole, down another molehill. So, join us.
Stanley on Nets.
Yeah. Yeah, join us, man. Just keep digging. And if you get tired of us, that's too damn bad. We're going to keep going. So.
Can't cancel this show.
Nah, baby. We out here. We, well, don't say that because it's 2024. You can't cancel anything.
I mean, we're aiming for syndication. All right, 100 seasons. Run it up.
Going on the CW network, WB17. That's a local channel. Sorry.
UPN.
UPN 57. That's a throwback. Yeah, because like I said, we're going to go into stuff like that. But like, just to give you a heads up, man. We all started out watching sitcoms growing up, and everybody knows Good Times theme song. We could sing it with our eyes closed, our fingers in our ears, spinning around in a circle. That should be a sobriety test. Can you sing the Good Times theme song? But it was a moment in time, and thank you to Norman Lear for paving the way, I guess you could say, with Good Times, the spinoff from Maude, Jeffersons, the spinoff from All in the Family.
Folks would get spin-offs back then.
Yo, it was. I guess that's. You figure it would be easier to get spin-off. You only had like 4 channels. It was what, CBS and ABC at the time.
I mean, you know what? And to talk about spin-offs, how wild is it that we got Family Matters from Perfect Strangers?
It's crazy to think that
The elevator operator
I just
got her own show.
the elevator operator got her own show.
That's crazy.
But what's crazy is the entire show of Family Matters was never about Harriet until like way late in the season. But like the beginning, I'm not going to go further. But like
that's for another
the show, it was about Carl and his family in Chicago as a police sergeant.
Then it became the Steve show.
And it became the Steve show, man. Matter of fact, we're going to talk about that a little later on. But yeah, like spinoffs were the wave. Apparently, like I said, it was like 3 channels. You had like you had CBS, NBC, ABC. It wasn't a lot of channels going on. So I mean, you had to fill the time. So I guess you would get a spinoff. The characters were liked. People were. It was different, man. There wasn't no internet. So like things were they were. I guess I don't even know how to explain that. But like,
I wasn't.
They rated high. They tested well.
I wasn't a network executive.
Maybe in a past life, but not this one. But yeah, like Jefferson spinoff of All in the Family, and it was a groundbreaking show because it was a highly successful African American man,
a rich black man,
just owning his own business throughout the city.
Rich nigga shit.
Rich nigga shit, and he was so rich people would walk on his back and he would pay them. It was great. It was a good thing. So,
man, Sherman Hemsley,
a legend in his own right, mind you. Very legendary, respected actor. Managed to make the cul-de-sac hairstyle cool.
It worked for him. He owned it.
He owned it, and it was a great hairstyle for him. Like it played.
Facts.
Played well. It was so good it influenced the greatest uncle of all time to have the same hairstyle, even though it was a little less bushy.
Who?
Uncle Phil.
Uncle Phil?
Same hairstyle.
I guess, yeah. All right.
Balding up top, round little fuzz on the side. Yeah.
That's how I look. That's how I look if I don't shave.
You should rock that one day.
No.
Come on. Bring back the Sherman.
I'm not old enough.
Okay, so hear me out.
I'm not old enough. When I have children, that's when I become a dad.
You'll grow it out?
I'll grow it out. What reason I gotta keep shaving?
True.
I'm an old man. I don't got time for that.
Yeah. Okay. So hear me out. Halloween.
No, it's gonna take time to grow in good.
Yeah. So it's April.
Oh yeah. I can't. No, I'm sorry. I have maybe after. Maybe not even this year.
If you do it, I will find a random 70s, 60s, 70s sitcom cast member to dress and look like myself.
Listen,
I can pull up the Sanford and Son.
We'll do it.
Oh, Elizabeth. It's the big one. I got no scruffy hair. I just dye it gray.
All right.
So, okay.
I mean, no.
So here's the deal.
No, I'm not
Streamland.
I'm not committing.
He's not committing now. But if you can give us...
I'm going to do it eventually.
Next time you hear from us, I will put a challenge out to everyone here. If you can get us I'll get the numbers out. Get us to a set number of subscribers. I'll convince my partner, Pretty Rad Reg, here to grow out his Pretty Rad cul-de-sac. And
you know who else had that? Who else popularized that cut?
Who's that?
Homie D Clown.
But he didn't play that, so I don't want to. You don't want to talk about his hair. Like, I don't want to do that. I don't want a sock full of nickels to the dome right now. I'm chilling. You know what I mean? It'd be safer this way. But yeah, classic television. Jefferson's was off of All in the Family. So it was a funny thing, and I'm going to leave All in the Family alone. All in the Family spun off Maude, which spun off Good Times, which is wild that you don't think about the sub spinoff of a show is like.
And then there's Maude.
And then there was Good Times, like out of nowhere. It's good though, man. Like the things that spun off is just like you see the Succession then, and they try to replicate it now in TV, but the difference now is like they don't. It's not organic, I guess, as you can say. Like you'll get shows now, and they'll like a character will be liked, and they'll try to push this character on you, and then they'll spin the show, and it's just like didn't really ask for that. So
yeah,
like remember they tried to make Joey a thing.
Did they?
Yeah. That was a thing.
Like they tried to give him his own show.
They gave him his own show, and it just didn't. It didn't take off.
I watched it.
I didn't watch Friends. I just know it happened.
Oh,
yeah,
that Joey.
I
thought you was talking about Uncle Joey.
Uncle Joey from
Full House.
No,
I thought you were saying that Dave Coulier had a show.
I would watch the Dave Coulier show before I watch a Joey from Friends show. Like I feel like Uncle Joey versus
what's his name? He's not Matt LeBlanc, right? That's the one that died.
I don't know. Don't get me lying.
No, Matthew Perry's.
Matthew Perry died. Yeah, Matt LeBlanc. Matthew Perry
Yeah.
was Chandler.
Yeah.
Matt
So
LeBlanc was Joey. Yeah,
Okay.
it did not work.
You know, surprisingly,
Hmm.
I didn't watch Friends. I mean, that's not, but, you know, I watched Living Single, so that's all that matters.
We are living.
Anywho, boy, Joey, he was surprisingly good in some other stuff. Like
He's a good actor.
other shows,
but
he's good.
Him being Joey is bad for him. Like it's typecast, and it's like you can do better. So do better. But this is not about.
Yeah, that's
it's
enough
not about
Friends
that.
talk. Unless we're talking about Living Single
And how Friends was a carbon copy with bad carbon.
And because I got wild friend slander, so
well,
you know,
I'm gonna save that for later.
Yeah, we saved that for the Living Single episode when we get there.
Yeah, we'll eventually get to it, but I don't want to talk about that today because that's not a positive spin. For now, we'll get. But trust me, if you know me, Frank Crouch, you understand. I do not like Friends, and the only time I ever gave it a shot to watch was that one time in season 8 when they hired Alicia Tyler to be a random love interest so they could finally have one black friend in all of New York City, downtown Manhattan, and Central Park.
Ridiculous.
Outstandingly ridiculous.
How racist.
And then and then the last one I'm going to touch on, of course, my favorite and one of my favorite all-time comedians, Sanford and Son, Red Fox. Shout out to Red Fox. And it was one of my favorite shows growing up. Me and my pop used to watch that all the time. And Red Fox, Fred G. Sanford. The G stands for great person, great actor, great comedian. It was one of my favorites, man. Just like him and his son owning a salvage shop and just living life and dealing with nonsense. It was great.
Yeah. Yo, that song, that theme song.
Yeah.
Was so good. That's going up. That is up there in
Theme song Hall of Fame.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna put a note down, viewers. I'm not gonna tell you what this note is, but you'll see in the coming episodes. This note's gonna play.
It's a secret for now.
Ooh.
But remember this moment, and then you'll be like, "Oh, callback."
Everybody likes a callback.
We love callbacks.
Callbacks are fun.
You just love remembering shit
that you already forgot. It's great.
Nostalgia, son.
That's what we do here.
So nice, I had to think about it twice.
So yeah, okay. Growing up, what shows did you watch? Like,
I was definitely a TGIF kid. Like,
okay,
Friday nights, 8:00 come, don't fucking talk to me. All right, I don't care what I was doing. Like 8:00 came from 8 to 10. No, and then eventually 8 to 11 because then I started watching 2020.
Oh, you grew up.
Yeah. But yeah, that 2-hour time block, like that shit just shaped my life.
So I just want to let y'all know, we will be getting to the episode or the show about the Smollett family that came on TGIF.
Oh, on our own?
On our own.
Which, there was another show that started black and then got ripped off. Party of Five. I see you, Nev Campbell.
Well, so you could look at it that On Our Own was almost like 8 is Enough from back in the day, but a twist. Like,
oof.
Truly, I'm not saying that Party of Five didn't bite off of On Our Own.
Wait, I know that it is. I assume there were 8 people.
Yeah, it
but
was 2 parents and I think like 8 kids or 6 kids. I didn't look into it because this is not a color television focus.
They weren't orphans though, right?
No, it was one family.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
On Our Own was they were just the family and the
orphans.
parents died. Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. But yeah, because the only difference was Party of Five was really serious.
Yeah, there was no comedy.
All seriousness. It just. Oof. Wasn't that Jennifer Love Hewitt too?
Yeah. Damn. I said Nev Campbell mad hard. Was
she
even in that?
I don't know.
I hope she was. Because if she wasn't,
I would like to formally apologize.
Don't wait. This is premature. What's she gonna do? Beat me up?
Oh, white women in Hollywood have extreme power. I don't want to be like,
you're right,
blackballed.
I loved you in Catwalk, Nev Campbell.
I think you were great in Scream. I don't think you should have came back for Scream 7.
He's a horror guy.
I am a horror guy.
Man, I can't wait till we talk about black horror.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
Yeah. They be knowing.
Hugh Downs and Barbara Walters, ABC. So let me see. What was on TGIF? TGIF was Family Matters, of course.
Family Matters.
Boy Meets World, which it's not colored television, but I might do an episode about it because I really love that show.
That's because you.
No, it was a good show. Like
no, it's because you look like the light skinned Corey Matthews.
Oh, I hate you. Now you got to grow your hair out.
Listen. Well, perhaps, man. Listen.
Fucking Reggie Jefferson over here. Moving on up to North Jersey. But yeah, Boy Meets World was one. Family Matters was step by step.
Step by step.
Of course, On Our Own, the Smollett family show.
Yes.
And that was ahead of its time, but also like not quite.
So it was very progressive, and it starred, you know, I guess we could call them arguably the third most famous black family in television.
Okay.
You know, or I guess in terms of numbers.
The whole family?
Yeah, just in that there were a lot of them in show business.
The Smollett family, you got the Wayans family.
And then, oh, damn. Hold on. Yes, there's 3. Hold on. The Wayans.
Yes.
The Smollets.
Yes.
And, damn. Oh, the Jacksons. Fuck. What?
You mean like Michael Jackson?
Yeah.
Janet was on Good Times.
Yes. The Jacksons had their own, didn't they have their own variety show?
I don't remember.
They were on TV.
They were on TV a lot.
They were in show business, bro. I'm just saying, as far as an entertainment family.
Okay, I thought you meant specifically TV
family.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Acting, because Wayans is strictly comedy and acting, and that's what they do. And the Smollett family is acting as a family.
Acting.
Well, I mean, can we really say as a family? Because if you got Journey Smollett, and you got Jussie Smollett.
On screen with Jussie again?
I don't think so.
I don't think they get.
I don't know.
That's a rumor.
But we'll look it up and let you know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to say that.
Sorry,
I just gossip monger. No, we will look into the things they've done together, but I think that was it. And then the rest of the family wasn't on TV like that. I don't remember another Smollett.
Did they lose their taste for? Because wasn't there one named? What? No. I think I'm thinking about Jussie. No, isn't there one named? They all had J names, didn't they?
I don't know.
I think so.
We can look it up.
Yeah,
we'll look it up later.
It's not that.
It's not important. But that was a good block of television was TGIF.
Well, they don't make TV like that anymore.
They don't. TV is a dying art, and I miss the days of good TV, like really good sitcom stuff. There's sitcom tropes. We'll get into it.
You know, but the formulas, man, it was comforting.
Yeah, it was. You come in, 8:00. You sit down. You're gonna watch Family Matters. Urkel's gonna do some shenanigans, and by 8:15, you're gonna have the whole plot of the show lined out. And by 8:30, it solved itself, and you're good. You had a hearty laugh.
What's the
unless it was a very special episode, huh?
What's that shit called at the end? A stinger.
And the stinger at the end, and then you're good.
And oh man, I remember my parents would try to be like, "Oh, it's bedtime. The show is over," and I'd be like, "No, it's still on.
It's not 8:30.
I gotta watch this thing." I didn't know it was called a stinger then.
Okay,
but
during the credit roll.
Yeah. And because listen, it would be Marvel I guess made it hot again with the end credits shit, but niggas used to stay past stay for the credits to. Especially the Miller Boyette Productions.
Oh, Miller Boyette, the legends, man. Because the best, they still had the best stinger of all television when they brought Uncle Phil in for the one time and the Family Matters episode.
Oh my God, that was so crazy.
Uncle Carl, this is Little G. He's new to the hood.
Well, hello, Little G.
Okay, you win. He does look like the father on Fresh Prince.
caught everybody off guard, even the cast. It was great. It was beautiful.
Like, what you doing in Chicago?
Legal convention?
Mind you, that was 90s Chicago, Cabrini Green, Hoop Dreams.
We will talk about Cabrini Green in the horror episode because that is also the basis of one of my favorite horror movies of all time. The Candyman series takes place in Cabrini Green.
I don't say his name.
I only say it once. Once. That's enough.
Shout out Clive Barker.
Shout out to Clive Barker and Tony Todd while we're at it.
Wow, yeah.
Absolutely Tony Todd.
Tony Todd. I guess one of the people I would never want to meet.
Really?
It scares me.
He's a nice guy.
I'm sure. I'm sure he's probably a real.
He doesn't have an actual hook for a hand.
Listen, that is scary.
There are no bees.
Bro, listen, bro.
I get it though. I understand.
Tony Todd.
I do and don't want to meet Robert Englund, so like I get it.
Exactly, he's the Black Robert Englund to me.
Okay, I respect that.
You could, I guess you could see it, right?
Yeah, no, I totally understand. No, I get it. It's just for me, like he's not as. Okay, so the concept of Candyman, he's going after the people.
Said it again.
It's twice.
Okay.
We're gonna move on. He's not coming after us, is what I'm saying.
He'll come after you.
I'm not in the mirror. All right, jeez. It's okay.
You looking at
like I said, Beetlejuice.
All right, listen. Let Beetlejuice pull up. I would love that. That's my nigga. Beetlejuice.
Look, I'm not.
Shout out Michael Keaton.
Shout out to Michael Keaton.
I'm shouting out anyone that I care about.
That's fine.
That's gonna be a thing that I do.
That's fair.
Maybe I might stop next week. Who knows?
Tune in next time. Let me take a look here. Yeah, and then like sitcoms, TGIF, a great run of sitcoms. Not as black as I would like it to have been, but I get it. It was ABC, America's Broadcasting Company.
You're right, but
it was good. It gave a good show, good lineup.
I mean,
Blessed be the UPN.
Wow. Let's see, all them streaming channels, Bounce, all them other.
It's like another one that came out, D something, BL, something like that.
Yeah.
Double, something like that. I don't know.
Listen, all them Jones, all y'all owe your success to UPN.
I would like to say there were even during my research for this podcast, there were times where I would get higher and I would watch like Bounce and I would just see sitcoms that even I, the TV guy, when these shows came out, did not know they existed. Like for example, go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead.
There's a show starring Braxton P. Hartnebrig himself, Christopher B. Duncan, as I think either the president or like the assistant to the president of the United States, and he lives in the White House, and it's a whole thing, and I didn't know it existed. And like I
never knew about this.
This podcast is going to bring all of this to light to all of you.
We're going to learn shit, and y'all are gonna learn shit. We're gonna learn about it together.
It's like a big family fun learning thing. Like, okay, there's a barbershop sitcom, but did you know there are 2 other barber-related sitcoms? Like, it's the whole thing.
Yeah, there's one. Doesn't Omar Gooding star in one?
Yes, he does.
And then there's another one that does not star Omar Gooding.
That is correct. I think like one is called Cuts or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah, and I don't know the other one's name, but I know it exists.
Is it like Blades or something?
I don't know, but it's weird because it's like I get it, so I understand.
I said, when was this on TV?
That's what I'm saying. Like it was like a season and done, and it's all right.
It was like
so
spring of 2002.
We will do the heavy lifting for you all.
Yeah.
Streamland. We will go find these shows. We will find them. We will watch them. Like right now, we just have to locate them. The hard part is there's like 1 million streaming services right now. Prime, MGM, Paramount, Peacock, Netflix, Hulu, HBO Max, and none of them have these sitcoms for whatever reason, which is where it becomes weird. Like,
did y'all notice? You just witnessed a rant? That was your first rant. Saw how loud he got? Yo, he was so angry that this shit is just not available for streaming.
And it's unfair though, man.
It's absolute facts. It's because did that come up during the last strike? When there's
Syndication rights?
like syndication rights and shit for black TV shows. Like, why we don't get those?
That's fair. I mean, we probably have them, but like probably not as good. Like,
How do we
okay,
know?
but to be fair though, like, you don't see reruns of Eight Is Enough and whatnot running around too. Like, there are a ton of like we're Small Wonder.
Small Wonder?
Yeah, Small Wonder.
Small Wonder. Small Wonder is probably on Paramount Plus somewhere.
I will
Buried in a menu.
I will challenge this and check and find it today or tomorrow and see if it's there. But if Small Wonder's not there, it's just TV syndication itself is the problem.
Which is dumb because it's like, guys, storage is cheap. You can put all of the shows out ever.
These definitely weren't high def, so they can't be that hard to
right?
convert. Right. And for those who don't know, Small Wonder is a show about an android child. It was interestingly and stupid and nerdy, and it was a sitcom in the 80s, and it's all you need to know.
So it was a sitcom in the 80s, but I didn't watch it until the 90s. And it was one of those things that came on during the day. So I only saw it if I stayed home from school.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it would come on at like 2:30. And I'll go back to school and talk to my friends and be like, yo, there's this show about this girl named Vicky. She's a robot. And they're like, the fuck? Get out of here, weirdo.
Yeah, and it's funny because I sat there used to think to myself, this show doesn't exist. This is a fever dream.
Yo.
Nobody knows about this show but me. And then like now I have discussions about how she could lift a car and vacuum under the house. She was basically Rosie the robot in live action, but like
and XJ9.
Yeah, and XJ9. It was TV, man. It's a fun thing.
But
we'll be right back
after these messages.
This episode of Cloud Television was brought to you in part by Jefferson Cleaners.
Oh.
Jefferson Cleaners has been servicing the area since 1968, and they have been a family-owned and operated business by George Jefferson and his wife Louise.
Well, I'll spend money there. Are they black-owned?
They are black-owned. It is a very niche place. It has like 7 locations inside of it. So the problem is you're gonna have to go to New York though. It's like 2 locations in Queens,
okay.
1 in Brooklyn, 1 in Harlem, and it says here.
I'm trying to bus for that.
Yeah, $40. Yeah, because the good thing is if you take enough with you, for every pound of laundry you bring, they'll give you $1 back on your purchase. So I mean, shirts add up. So like maybe 5 shirts is like $1.50. So that maybe like $10 give you $1 back, $9 off. For like 10 shirts. It's a good deal.
Wait, $9 off?
I'm sorry, $1 off. So like $9 for the shirts.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry.
I was about to say,
for every pound you get $1 off.
That was beyond a bargain.
Yeah, it's a very good deal. So I mean, you know, it is in Queens, so you do have to take a little bit of a trip.
That's all right.
But
I have family in Queens.
The good news is their tagline. They said the Jefferson family says that they will get your whites whiter than Harry Bentley at Jefferson Cleaners, and they told me that it was okay to say that. So,
wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I'm gonna take my shirts to George Jefferson's Cleaners, up on the east side.
Upper east side.
Up on the east side.
Up on the east side.
Yeah. Yeah. Apparently they live next to a deluxe apartment or something like that.
In the sky.
In the sky high.
Yeah, they moved on up. And we are back.
So before we left, we were speaking about syndication and how difficult it is to find a good chunk of these shows
Impossible.
now. It's almost impossible. Like, yes, thank you, Bounce TV and like BET Plus and like Samsung's random TV channels that show certain shows that are unable to find. But like,
that's how I saw that barbershop show with Omar Gooding.
That's what I'm saying.
And it was on all night.
All night. They just run a marathon.
How many episodes you got?
They run the first season and then replay it at like 3 a.m. So nobody knows. But yeah, so it's hard to find. It's not impossible, but it's very difficult sometimes to locate and find some of these episodes. So there will be times where we will bring it up, and the most we might have for you is the theme song. Yeah. I do apologize in advance, but we're going to do our best to find clips and things of the show. Sometimes we might not get there, but I mean,
who knows?
I am a familiar friend of the internet. I have a piracy flag at home.
That's right.
I don't like to talk about it.
Yo ho ho.
But there's ways that I can locate things on networks that are private virtually. I don't know. Maybe I can find some stuff, see what I can do. But again, shaking these trees is very hard. But
I hate that we have to do it.
It's really annoying. Like there should be So anybody who's got money, Bob Johnson, if you're watching this, there should be a streaming syndication channel for all black sitcoms since like
a boomerang,
1968.
if you will.
Yeah, you had TV Land
Yeah.
running Happy Days for like 6 months straight. Why can't we get that for colored television? It's a callback.
Callback. Do you remember Nick at Night?
Yeah, I love it. That's how I learned Fresh Prince word for word.
What?
I learned the most like 90% of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air script word for word because they used to run marathons of Fresh Prince for like 2 or 3 weeks straight at like 9 o'clock at night on Nickelodeon, and that was the only thing I would watch at night. You had to be up.
I don't recall them showing when we were children.
When we were children, no. But
Nick at Night was not Fresh Prince.
Nick at Night.
We didn't even get color shows. It was
Dick Van Dyke Show.
Yeah, Dick Van Dyke.
I Love Lucy.
Yeah, what's the shit? The Whistling. Andy Griffith
Show. Yeah, oh yeah, back in the original Nick at Night. Yeah.
But then it's just, isn't it wild that now Nick at Night is like,
Friends.
Is Friends, Fresh Prince, and George Lopez show?
Yeah.
And he got another show. Like, how many shows he got? George Lopez don't miss.
3 shows, I think. Maybe 4. I'll look into that too. One day we'll dig into to George Lopez's career because everybody has Lowrider stuck in their head with everybody jumping on trampolines from 3 a.m. Nick at Night. So, but with that being said, it is hard to find some of these shows, so please bear with us if we don't have clips, if we don't have like the theme song, and also we got to watch for clearances because we are just two lowly individuals in America and we don't have the buku bread. So there may be times we don't have that either. But to let you guys know, we were able to find our first show that we're going to be going over on YouTube, of all places. There's a couple episodes on there. It's called Frank's Place, and it stars Tim Reed. Sister fame for those who may not know.
As you may know, it was Ray Matthews.
Ray Matthews from Sister Sister. Was he Tia's dad or Tamara's dad?
I can't tell them apart. So
that's totally fair. Not even worried about. Just a quick. You know, what I mean,
I'm ashamed that I can't. I can never keep them straight. You know, there's the one who in the you know, with the husband. Yes, you know the one.
I know the one. Yes, Tamaka.
Is that? Yeah, I think that's it.
That's what they call her.
Oh,
the internet streets call her that. Yes,
and the other thing they call her.
I'm not repeating.
Yeah,
that.
we're not gonna say it on air.
Even I have limits sometimes, and this is one of those limits. But yeah,
and
it's weird because I know all black people don't look alike, but they're twins. So like, don't get mad at me. All right, I can't do it. I'm sorry.
Just go home, Roger.
Yeah, pretty much. We could talk about random. We're gonna get into all the fun stuff, like cameos and like random callbacks and in-universe stuff. I can't wait until you guys start getting into the theories with me because this is where this all started.
Yeah, it started from
one wild conspiracy theory is how we got here, and I'm going to share them with you over the course of time.
And they're gonna make sense.
They do make sense. It's the part that bugs.
We got logic.
Everyone that hears them hates me because they're right, and they can't dispute my conspiracy theory. I just can't wait. Thank you, producer, Excellence Studios cleared us. Tim Reed,
Tamara's dad.
Tamara's dad in the show.
Oh yes. Wait, they were also named Tia and Tamara on the show.
Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
I think they made it easier for them because it was already hard enough to tell them apart.
Okay. I am Tia. I am Tamara.
Oh no! Please don't put the same clothes on. You twins, come here. Twin 1 and twin. Okay, I'm going crazy.
I wish I had a twin growing up.
I don't.
I had a twin bed. That was it.
Hey yo. I got nothing. I can't follow that. That was funny. That was really good. But yeah, we're gonna go into, like I said, Frank's Place. This is the basis of how we got to going over classic sitcoms. I noticed everybody always brings up the big three, if you will, not just Big
Cosby.
Me. Well, the big three being Sanford and Son, Jefferson's,
those.
Good Times. Yeah, the original first set.
70s.
Yeah, because they started. I mean, they started it all. They were
You're
the
right,
they were the
you're right.
groundbreakers.
Well,
So
technically, wasn't it Diane Carroll that started it? Didn't she get the first show?
yeah, she did. Diane. It was called Diane.
Diane.
Yeah. Shout out to Diane Carroll. Not shout out to me, but Dummy for fucking that up, because that was also the basis of the show. But yes, Diane Carroll was the first. It was called Diane. It came in the '60s.
Like
She was, I believe, she
69 or
was a single
something, right?
mom.
I don't know. I didn't watch it.
I did a little bit of research. I didn't do enough, and we're going to do a show on Diane as well, because there's also an unsung hero of the sitcom boom for the urban community. So we'll get into that as well. But like I said, the first show we did find was Frank's Place. Found it on YouTube. I'm going to get some clips for you guys, and we're going to, next time you see us, we'll be talking about Frank's Place. I am Frank Grouch. That is Pretty Rad Reg, and that has been Color
Thumbs up
Television.
now. See, I'm doing something different every time.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
Good night, America.
Slam dunk. I must have said slam dunk to him like 4 times back then.